welcome to Go Ahead and Tell Me. From wherever you are in the world, we're coming out of Santa Cruz. I'm Denise Lane.
And I'm Susan Douglas. And today we welcome John Michael and Otis Coen, two lifelong musicians and staples of the Santa Cruz music scene, who've been shaping its sound and spirit for years. From late-night jam sessions and packed local gigs to the stories that happen behind the music, John and Otis are here to bring you an authentic conversation about creativity, community, and the journey of making art that matters. So, Otis and John, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's go right to the grassroots of it all. You guys have been in Santa Cruz a long time. I believe, John, you're not native, but you're actually born in Ireland.
That's correct.
And you came here when you were 5 years old.
Yes.
Yes.
I came on the Titanic. I got into a lifeboat and I got here somehow.
Oh, you made it on the lifeboat. Well
yes,
done.
I did. And I've had some surgery done, to preserve my face.
Otis, you're Santa Cruz born and bred kind of thing?
No, I was actually born in Bakersfield, but I don't tell a lot of people that.
Oh, right.
And but I moved here when I was 11, and there were cows on 41st Avenue. And it was a 2-lane road with chuck holes.
Whoa.
How?
Yeah, so you guys have been playing music for decades. And can you take us back where it all started?
Well, when I got here, I started. I took piano lessons and got them shoved down my throat. My grandmother would make me practice, and all I would do was do improvisation, and then she'd have me. The neighbors would come over and go. She'd go play that song, and I'd go ahead and do some improvisation. And she goes, "It doesn't sound the same," and it goes, "It's the same, Grandma." But anyway, I took up guitar, and then by the time I was 15, I was in 16. I was playing local clubs. Actually, when I was 16, I had myself emancipated and got my first apartment. 1-bedroom apartment. Are you ready? $115 a month.
Oh, stop it. Changed a bit.
Yeah, and I got to play with people like Annie, some of the Santa Cruz legends like Annie Steinhardt, who was in Django, and got to jam with a bunch of musicians, Moby Grape people from Moby Grape, and I was the kid. So I had to stay on stage during breaks or go outside, but conveniently the band members would stick ice cubes in my dark beer so it looked like Coca-Cola.
You started young.
So, and that's how it all started for me here in Santa Cruz.
Well, my story started when I was about 4 years old. It popped out of me butter and started singing. Did my first gig when I was about 15 or 16. And I was involved in the choir in high school, Palo Alto High School, and did the honor state choir. I did the musical there. My last year, I did the lead in a Gershwin musical called Girl Crazy. I've been Girl Crazy ever since. And then I worked at Marriott's Great America when I was about 19. I did impressions there. I worked in the shows. My last 2 years I was there, and then the second year they sent me out to their park in Illinois. They call it the Chicago Park. And I did, thank you very much, I'm Elvis Presley. I did that for summer, and then I started doing rock and roll. And opened for groups like The Fix. I opened up for Berlin. I opened up for Huey Lewis, Alan Holdsworth, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I took about a 6-year break in the late 90s just to get really drunk. And because my relationship had broken up and I was kind of depressed.
Oh, dear.
And so I decided to stop drinking and start performing again. Mm-hmm. And that was about 2003. I started performing locally here in 2004 at a place called the Fog Bank, which is now the Sandbar. And I played locally here at the Crow's Nest, Sevy's. I've done Abbott Square but the guy won't book me right now. I don't know why. Played with some really good musicians. Tyran Porter, Otis here, Dylan Rose, Keith Graves, Vinnie Johnson. I could go down the list. Playing with a young lady right now. Her name is Becca Ketchman. She was Dylan Rose's star student, and I play with a bunch of people. I could go down the list. I have a Rolodex of people that I call. I've got about 6 drummers,
Right.
6 guitar players, 6 bass players, and they're all really good.
Yeah. So, how often are you actually performing?
I perform about 4 times a week at various places. Like I'll be in Los Gatos on Saturday. I'll be at Gardenia's on Thursday. I'll be at the Whale City in Aptos. It's right across from the Safeway there. I'm going to do a duet with a gentleman, and then Sundays I've been doing Sinatra at a place called Brutopia, and I've been playing. What is it? Treehouse. We've done the Treehouse in Sunnyvale. They've hired us to do that. We'll do that on November 1st. That goes from 4 to 7. I could go through. Just go to johnmichaelband.com. You'll get the schedule.
Right.
Yeah. How about you, Otis?
Well, as I was growing up, I just kept on playing with people, and then I played with a progressive rock band for a while called Broken Road, and we were voted Santa Cruz best band in the 80s or early 90s one year. It has nothing to do with us stacking the votes. And
But you did.
yeah, but we did. And then after, we were Santa Cruz's answer to Yes. And I emulated Rick Wakeman, who was like my keyboard hero. I was into progressive and classical rock. Then after that, I started a band called Coincidence, and we used to do a Led Zeppelin tribute. The guitar player from Coincidence actually plays in 10 O'Clock Lunch right now, and also the bass player that played with me, Mr. Paul Logan, is also going to start playing with 10 O'Clock Lunch in December. And so I went through progressive rock, and then after the Coincidence Led Zeppelin tribute band, I started playing with a local Motown band called Touch, and we had 3 ladies. It was a 7-piece band, and we would play all over the place. And during that whole time, I also traveled around. Back in those days, there were no DJs, so it was like you could start a band, and then we would play in Santa Cruz 3 or 4 weeks. Then we'd go on the road, and back then you'd get a hotel gig. You'd play in a hotel somewhere like Eugene, Oregon, and they'd give you rooms. And I played in Wairika. That was a blast. We played at a place called the Stoplight. The reason they called it that was it was the only stoplight in the entire county on that corner where the club was. And,
That's appropriate.
and so so I got to play all over the Midwest, and I had a really good time. Had a lot of interesting experiences. Had Dick Smothers Jr. was my bass player for a while, and had a challenge with him. I remember because Dick Smothers used to show up to our gig and actually got us a couple of gigs where we did open for Pat Paulson for president.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get into these names a little bit, because maybe some of the listeners don't know who these people
Well,
are.
if you don't know the Smothers Brothers, they were the original comedy duo that got a little political, and of course they got fired from their CBS or whatever. But the Smothers Brothers are a comedy staple.
Yeah, they were hilarious.
Yeah, and the story behind talking to Dick Smothers Jr., I remember calling him on the phone because I had problems with his son. We were on a Midwest tour. And I go, have you ever thought about cutting off your son financially so that way he could learn what a buck is? And Dick goes, Otis, I would do that, but then he comes and lives with me, and I start missing color TV sets. I got to open shows. I opened for Hot Tuna, Canned Heat, Corrado Rostici, Narada Michael Walden, boy, the list goes on. There was back in the day, there was a lot of bands that came through. In fact, the thing is that in Santa Cruz, they a lot of the bands that they thought were from San Francisco were actually from the San Lorenzo Valley and up around here in the Santa Cruz area. So, Moby Grape, Strawberry Alarm Clock, all the bands from the 60s, they were really all from here.
Really?
Oh, that's interesting.
How has it totally evolved then through the years around this whole Bay Area?
Yeah, it's just a lot of them came here, but because San Francisco was always bigger, a lot of these bands got San Francisco or Bay Area bands, but they lived around here. Like It's a Beautiful Day with David LaFlame. He was from up here. Was that his name?
You know, I'll talk to you about that later.
Oh, you got some stories about that. Yeah, so I had a really good time. I got one time we did a Led Zeppelin tribute at the Catalyst, and a bunch of people comes, "Wow, you guys are great. Are you from L.A.?" And I go, "No, we're from here." Yeah. So
if you actually listen to him do the Led Zeppelin, he played it for me. He's pretty darn good. I mean, I ask people to do all the Led Zeppelin stuff. You know, your range starts to drop a little bit over the years. But Otis really pulled that off.
Yeah, and in fact, if you want to see any of my videos or my music videos, or even see my Led Zeppelin tribute band with Dave Persciuti and Paul Logan, you can find that. You just type in Otis, O-T-I-S, and last name C-O-E-N. Look for me behind a keyboard on YouTube, and just look down the videos, and you'll find the Led Zeppelin tribute. And that was actually filmed in Salinas. And that demo was used so that way we could open a show for Three Dog Night in a bullfighting arena in Mossett Lawn.
Oh, okay. So when did you two originally meet?
As I told you earlier, I met Otis when he was doing sound and lighting for Locomotive Breath, which is a local group that they don't. Locomotive Breath. What is that group that does Locomotive Breath? What's the name of the group? I'm blanking.
Oh, Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull. Yeah. They're not really a Jethro Tull cover group. They do the Stones. They do Pink Floyd. They do. I think they do 5 different major groups. One of them being Jethro Tull. Mm-hmm. So I met Otis doing one of those gigs, and we've known each other for about 10, 15 years, and then. Last couple of years we started, he's been playing in the John Michael Experience for a band. So, yeah, been doing that. He's playing keyboards and singing, and he's quite the musician.
Yeah, well, and thanks, John, for putting up with me.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Yeah. Hey, how has the vibe of the music industry changed since you first started out?
Oh, wow. Well, something that hasn't really changed is how much a band member gets paid. Because back in the day, it was like $15 to $75 per man to play a gig in the 90s. And it hasn't increased with inflation to compensate for. So, you know, if you get $50 or $75, sometimes $100 a man. So, and with the saturation of so many bands, and plus you've got the young people out there, which, you know, I give them credit, they've got to carry the torch. But, you know, a lot of them are willing to play for almost nothing.
To get started.
And unfortunately, there are people in the industry that take advantage of that, and it hurts the musicians that are actually living off of it.
I think one of the major things that's changed, and it changed probably around the turn of this century, was how you would get signed. And it used to be back in the day, you'd play a local club, or San Francisco, or a major local club. Like I used to play the Keystone Palo Alto. I could open up for big groups back then. You know, I could open up for Huey Lewis and Greg Kihn, and that's not really the case these days. But you'd bring the record company to you, and they'd sign you off for your following. Now it's more like people are YouTube artists, and the record companies, when Napster came along, everybody started losing money because of the internet. So it's a whole different world now.
Yeah.
You know, you're really far and few between, and it's a lot of rock and roll does not exist. New rock.
Yeah.
It's all pop and country.
It's true.
And
Now, think about it.
but you know, the rock and rollers were the rebels.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And you know, so I don't know if people want those people around. Certain people don't want them around.
Well, I know that in Britain that the bands used to get ripped off with their albums because, you know, their agents and the producers just didn't pay them.
There's always the slime balls.
Yeah, so that happened around here too.
Right.
Well, it happens everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
one of the things that's happened too is like if you write a song now, you know, because everything's streaming, you know, because like all my music presently, and John as well, you know, you're on Amazon Music, you're on iTunes, you're on all these platforms, and by the time everybody gets their cut, you get 25% of a penny for every stream, and I'm proud to say that I've gotten a $14 check for all of last year.
That's
For
rich.
music streams, yeah.
You're rich. You could go back in time.
Yeah. I think I should frame it.
Get that time machine. You can spend it.
Yeah, so the only real money you can make, unless you get thousands and thousands of, you know, like if you get thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners and streams, the only real way to make any money is by playing live.
Right.
And in fact, all the bands that you know, you could just start naming them, like AC/DC or any bands from that era. They make the majority of their money now from actually touring.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Or there's a needle in the haystack with a hit movie. You're on the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But there's not. The movie industry's kind of gone awry. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's big
With-
changes,
With
upheavals, isn't it?
Netflix and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crime and all
totally
that
different
stuff.
animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 20 years ago. Yeah.
bloody
absolutely.
crazy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It
yeah.
is.
What
Yeah.
would John Lennon have to say?
Yeah,
What would he have to say?
but we're still having fun.
Yeah.
So
Do you
Yes.
miss? Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
miss the chaos of touring?
You know, I never really went on a big major tour. I did, you know, toured around the state here, but not the big, you know, the one where let's get in the Volkswagen bus and go across the country.
Yeah.
And
That's
we'll
the
play
image.
it. We'll
For
play
sure.
it Sam's.
That was
Fish Hole.
Otis.
Yeah, that's Otis. So Otis probably has a better story on that one than I do.
Yeah. Give us some stories.
I've got stories, lots of stories. But of course, it was playing top 40 in a band, so we weren't playing big clubs. We were playing hotels and Best Westerns, and you know, dressing alike, and my favorite. One of my favorite stories is I was in Hobbs, New Mexico, and we got done playing on a Sunday, and then we don't play again until Tuesday because we're at this particular club, Cimarron West or something like that, and some Indians go, "Hey Otis, want to come out to the reservation? We'll bring you right back." Yeah, that didn't happen until I had a spiritual experience in a sweat tent with the elders. I come back around Tuesday, and the whole band's going, "Where were you?" And I go, "It's okay. Everything's mellow, man." But and that's just one story. I mean, I could write a book about police escorts out of town, told if we ever come back, they'll throw us in jail.
So
it's-
you were like traditional band.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, the color TVs flying out of windows and people going, "What's wrong?" And I go, "Oh, we're practicing. We're practicing for when we hit the big time." It's like, yeah.
So the
Yeah.
color TVs would actually go out the window. I remember hearing somebody from the Eagles, and they said, "Johnny looks a little thirsty, don't you think?" And they threw it out the window down 8 stories into the pool. So, Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
back
So
then.
Oh,
yeah. So
Johnny Carson.
right. So yeah. Yeah.
When you could do that kind of stuff. I don't know. Do people just trash hotels rooms
Oh
anymore?
no, it wasn't. There's a long story.
Just for fun.
There's a long
'Cause
story
we
behind
can.
that, but we can't go into that because this is a family show. So
I didn't say the 7 dreaded words, or what was it, 5
Yeah.
or something?
There's 6 or 7.
oh
Yeah.
darn. Anyway, yeah, but the stories about musicians in the '80s and early '90s.
Oh, yeah.
I had I have no regrets. I had a really good time, and I've got pictures to prove it. So, and I can look back and I go, I can't believe I lived through that, let alone remember it.
But you both released albums. Let's talk about your albums a little bit.
My albums. Well, I worked with a group called Mannequin back in the 80s, and we had a hit song called, and then we morphed into a group called, I worked with, there were these ladies that were managing Bob Weir. Bob Weir had a group called Bobby and the Midnights, and these two ladies, and I forget the ladies' names, forgive me, really go-getters, and they managed us, and they said, you got to change your name to Full Moon Tan, and that was a lyric in one of the songs, and so we had this song, and it's been around forever. It's called No Money, No Chick, No Car, but I call it No Money. I updated the lyrics with No Money, No Woman, No Car, and recorded at Greg Brown's house, and then we sort of remastered it over at Otis's house, and so I think we're going to play that today. But
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, the other story behind this is John played it for me, and I go, that is great. Next thing you know, he leaves, he comes back, and I've added drums and keyboards to it, and I already started a video because I go, this thing needs a video because this song is awesome.
Well, yeah, I updated the lyrics to present day situations, and that song actually got a lot of airplay. There was a radio station, Big Rick Stewart, played it up there in Live 105, and then KMBY played it. I can never understand why it took off like that. We had other songs. So anyways, getting back to I came out with an album with Full Moon Tan. We did an EP, and then I worked with a gentleman by the name of Dave Walker, and we had a group called Bunk, and it was Dave called it Bunk, and it was one of those strange things. But we did some. We worked together for about 4 years, put an album out, and I have all these songs over the years, and I'm rewriting them, and so I'll be releasing them at some point here.
Okay, great. What about you, Otis? I know you've got several behind you.
Yeah, well, I was thinking before we get into that, and we were talking about No Money, No Woman, No Car, why don't we go ahead and listen to that song real quick?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go. That would be fun. So let me pull it up here.
Money's gone, it's all been spent. Got laid off, I got my severance pay. And that's how it goes down in the USA. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. My girl left me just yesterday. Broke me heart, but that's okay. That's okay. Lost everything in real estate. What you say? Got nothing left in me for 401k. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. Bank took up with my black Cadillac. Came out to Chicago, New York, Atlantic City back. No wheels, empty pockets. Now what do you see? Down on my luck in this economy. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. No money, no woman, no God. No money, no chick, no God. Beep, beep, weep, weep, weep. Beep, beep, weep. Beep, oh, no, no, no. To let me baby, me sit there, me sit there. To let me, no. Whatever happened to the American dream? Nothing seems to be what it seems. They keep on saying things are getting better, but I don't see no change in this weather. no car. No money, no woman, no car. No money, no chick, no car. No money, no woman, no car. No money, no chick, no car. No money, no woman, no car. No money, no woman, no car. No money, no chick, no car. No money, no chick, no car. No car. Oh yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
And very appropriate for today.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
That was
That's fun.
originally written by Jeremy Hale, who was the keyboardist of Mannequin and Full Moon Town. Freddie Clark, guitarist, great guitarist. And Steve Pissarro was in that group. He played bass, he wrote songs. And a gentleman by the name of Christopher Bach, a brilliant drummer, who's no longer with us. But yeah, that was that group, Mannequin, Full Moon Town. So that was back in the 80s.
Yeah. It had a real reggae kind of
Yeah, it's
influence.
reggae.
Yeah.
I could never figure out why, but it's catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
it
a great
really
chorus.
is.
Yeah.
The chorus
It's
is
fun.
catchy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very
I-
appropriate.
And I was going to go ahead and let everybody know that if you want to actually see the video for that, you can go to John Michael's YouTube channel.
You can go to johnmichaelband.com. It's on the homepage.
Oh,
And I've
awesome.
got the YouTube. There's an icon there. You can. There's a link there. You can go to the YouTube channel.
Okay, great.
Yeah, cool.
Now, Otis, you recorded something in 24, I believe.
Oh yeah, well, after I started backing off of playing live a whole lot for a lot of different reasons. Except for the exception with playing with John here and a couple of other people once in a while. But I really got into
Making $50 a night.
Yeah, I know, boy. Wow, I could almost eat breakfast for that. But I ended up producing and recording a lot of music over the period of time that I've played music, from the progressive rock band all the way to now. But my last few endeavors have been, I try to write music with a message, although sometimes they don't have a real good message. But so I produced a bunch of stuff out of my studio of my own, and I've been little by little making music videos for those. And all you have to do is Google Otis Coen. You can go to Amazon Music, YouTube, or you can go to iTunes, Spotify. You can even say play music by Otis Coen on your Alexa, and it'll come up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and just remember, for every time you stream something, I get 1/10 of 1 penny. So my music career is on fire because of you listening.
Indeed. But what I liked was the concept of your lyric that you wrote for the album in 24. It was, if somebody's really down. Do you want to tell us about
Well,
that?
yeah, there was that song, yeah, and I didn't bring that one with me. I brought a different one with me, but that song is called New Day,
Yeah.
and it's basically when you're a lot of. I like to give a positive message, so that one's basically about when you're down and out and you're going through your own stuff and life's hitting you hard. Sometimes it's really good to just go ahead and donate, your own time to help somebody else out, so that way you can pull yourself out of your own depression, whether it's serving at a food bank or helping, just helping a friend
Yeah.
move,
Yeah.
or just donating your time to a nonprofit to help out the community. And that song is also, you can see that song on my YouTube channel. And so a lot of my songs have some kind of message to that.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, he does a lot of. I've listened to his songs. They're very heartfelt. He really talks about people, that are down and out and helping people out. One gig that I will be doing this year, and I do it every year, is to help out the Wounded Warriors, and that'll be on December 7th at the Sandbar. It will be a jam. It starts at 7:30.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll put
nice.
that one in our
Nice.
diaries. Yeah.
Yeah. So you keep music exciting for yourself by you've evolved to creating different types of music. Would you say is that how you keep it exciting for yourselves? since you've been doing it for decades?
I'm more or less eclectic, and I wasn't like that when I was younger. So I do Sinatra. It's one of the things I do. I love Frank. I didn't like Frank growing up. I mean, I like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. I didn't like any. And then there was I always tell people the story. I was sitting around with this friend of mine, punk rocker, and we were sitting down, and he was listening to Sinatra, and I went, "You listen to Sinatra?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And he cranked Summer Wind, and I swung for the first time, and I went, "I get it."
Yeah.
I get, well, it was Count Basie that kind of brought me in.
Well, Sid Vicious did Sinatra, didn't he? Yeah.
My Way.
That was a big punk rocker.
Yeah, I've got to do that version somehow. I got to do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you kind of get into another person's persona and sing like them?
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say when I'm writing music, I will actually go, well, I'm going to write something that sounds a little like this. For example, I went to the community center and saw, what is that, the Next Stage Senior Citizens.
Yeah.
You know, has it really come to this, Otis? You're going to go see a senior. But they did they did an evening of Dick Clark.
Oh.
And I go, oh, that's sort of fun. So then I wrote a song that's a doo-wop song and did a video for it. So it's depending on what's inspiring me at the time. I also just finished another song called One Day at a Time because I'm celebrating 27 years of being clean and sober. And
well done.
And
Congrats.
I wrote a song called One Day at a Time, and I wanted to have it resemble something like from Van Halen. So I listened to Van Halen, and I listened to Van Hagar, and listened to this one song over and over again. And then what I did was I created a song, something sort of in that vein, and it inspired me to go ahead and. So it's sort of Van Halen-ish, but somebody has told me that in the middle it sort of sounds like the Allman Brothers because I really morphed it, because I made it my own.
Yeah.
So I'll go, today I'm going to write a country song. Okay, great. So then I'll listen to a bunch of country music and then, wake up the next day and do it.
My story is, I worked when I was younger at Marriott's Great American. I did impressions. So when I do these artists, like Frank Sinatra, someday when I'm awfully low,
Nice.
Wise men say only fools rush in. Thank you very much. I can sound like the original artist, and I kind of do that when I sing these songs. I put a little bit of me into it, but I put mostly of them.
Yeah.
So that's the way I approach it.
So I guess that's something to do with your thespian background also.
Thespian, yes, thespian. I could say the other word, but I'm not. I love those thespians.
Yeah, so Otis, you've got one of your songs with you.
Yeah, I brought one of my songs, and it's "Talk to You Later." And when I was talking to John, and we wanted to share "No Money, No Woman, No Car," I figured, well, I want to bring a song and stay in the same kind of vein.
Right.
This song is basically about a guy that's just totally in love with this woman that will have nothing to do with him. And, he tries calling, he's doing all kinds of stuff, and he's just got this turmoil because he wants at least a date or something.
Yeah.
And he keeps on being refused. So that's sort of what this song is about. And
Is this from personal history?
Well, all of them sort of have some personal history of some kind. Yeah.
Just wanted to also say, David De Silva, we play with, great bass player. Vinnie Johnson was on the No Money, No Woman, No Car track. And Craig Underwood, I play with locally, drummer. Also Keith Wheeland.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Nice.
And then on my song, a lot of times I'll ask musicians if they can come and play with me, and then I'll go, no, play this part this way, no, play this way, and then finally on this particular song I go, rather than tell other musicians what I want to hear, I'll just play it myself, so I'm playing all the instruments on this one.
Oh, right, okay then.
All right, so here we go.
are. You're always on my mind. I'm so confused when I think of you all the time. I wanna talk to you later. Talk to you later. When I can get my thoughts out. Talk to you later. I'll write it down so I can say it right, so we won't get into a fight. Get it right. Waking up in the morning, waiting for the phone to ring. My insides get tied up in a knot, and I know. Well, by noon, all I wanna do is sit by your side. I wish I could restrain myself and retain my pride. Well, I wanna talk to you later. Talk to you later. When I get my thoughts out. Talk to you later. I'll write it down so I can say it right, so we won't get into a fight. Get it right. I wanna talk to you later. Talk to you later. Maybe when you're at home. Talk to you later. Can I talk to you later? Or won't you please answer the phone? Stumbling on words, getting confused, backpedaling, what did I say? I'm not always right, sometimes I'm wrong. I'm crazy about you, girl, I'm going insane. If I could back off, would you chase after me? My friends said this I should try, but it's so hard when the minutes are hours. Without you now, I'll just curl up and die. I wanna talk to you later. Talk to you later. When I could get my thoughts out. Talk to you later. I'll write it down so I can say it right, so we won't get into a fight. Get it right. I wanna talk to you later. Talk to you later. Maybe when you get home. Talk to you later. Can I talk to you later? Or won't you please answer the phone? Oh yeah, I wanna talk to you later. Oh yeah, when I get my thoughts out. Well, I'll write it down so I can say it right, so we won't get into a fight. Oh, come on, I want to talk to you. Will you answer the phone? I wonder if she left it at home and didn't take it to work. Just an email, anything. Please call me. I'm going crazy about you, girl.
Well, there's certainly a message in that one. Was there somebody who knew that was being referred to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It is a true story.
Oh, sorry. But do you guys like messages in your songs, you know, of one description or the other? Do you have any kind of collaborations coming up ahead?
We do.
Do you?
Otis and I are writing a song together.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. We started it. It's been Otis has got a lot going on in his life. God bless him. He's dealing with some things that are difficult.
We can be transparent. I'm taking care of a wife who's got an illness.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so and the song, actually the catch line in the song is, because it's about what I'm going through, because we're storytellers, right? So it's just like, so the catch line is, I'm taking care of what I'm taking care of. Mm-hmm. And our other plan is that we are going to actually be setting up and John here and myself, we're going to work on a CD project together and do some of his originals, and also want to probably throw a couple of mine in there. I don't know. We'll talk more about that later, but we're going to feature some local musicians and put together a CD, and then. Or not? No one listens to CDs anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll be online, but it's something we're working towards right now.
Yeah, we'll tell you about our world tour later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so you've both been in Santa Cruz for a while. What do you love about the audiences here?
Santa Cruz has I played in Monterey, I played in the Bay Area, played in LA. Santa Cruz says it's just that old hippie thing. Mm-hmm. It's just really laid back.
Yeah, I know. That's what's great about it.
And then the other thing is anything goes. So I can be eclectic here. Mm-hmm. I can play blues. I can play rock. I can play reggae. I can play Sinatra. I can play pretty much anything, and it works. One other thing I want to say is couple of other musicians, Rick Williams, Ted Welty, Rob Ouse, Daniel Lewis. We will be playing, and Otis, we will be playing at the Vino by the Sea. We will be doing a Halloween on October 31st. So please come out.
Nice. That sounds fun.
It should be
And
a lot of fun.
What's the venue again?
It's called Vino by the Sea.
Vino by the Sea. Okay.
And sometimes I sort of gotten advice from Rupert Hart. He's an Englishman around the area, and he does a lot of theme parties.
Oh.
So the theme will be superheroes and villains.
Villains. I'm going to be a villain.
I think so.
Attired appropriately. I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to go over and above. We're going to supplement the sound system and bring in some lighting and some stuff like that to make it more fun.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that in Capitola?
No, that's at the end of the wharf, Santa Cruz.
Santa
Oh,
Cruz
in
Wharf.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz Wharf.
All right.
It's a venue. It's been around for a few years now, about 10 years, I guess. It's a nice venue.
Mm-hmm. So you have a company that records. You've already spoken about.
Well, yeah, I did have a company. I had an audiovisual company, and we did corporate AV and things like that. And I kept a lot of the equipment. And then before then, I had a recording studio and produced a lot of CDs. Right now, I'm sort of, I would say, a gun for hire. But my biggest passion right now is, since I'm sort of semi-retired, I am retired. Who am I fooling? But what I do now is I just got done doing sound at the community church in SoCal for Second Harvest Food Bank, A Taste of SoCal.
Oh, right.
So a lot of times what I'll do now is I'll donate my time and the equipment that I ended up keeping to help out nonprofits in the area because I'm passionate about that.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
So as Otis is 27 years clean and sober, I'm coming up on 21 years on December 1st.
Well done, you too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so just
That's
got
great.
tired of drinking.
Yeah, so neither one of us have an excuse for being demented.
Although you can't go out in these bars and go stop drinking, you have to sort of promote the drinking. So it's a strange thing. But people ask me, well, how can you go in there and play? Like, how can you be in an environment? I go, well, I got something to do. Mm-hmm. My mind is not on alcohol.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So what do you drink when you're in the bars? Everybody's
Well, at the Sandbar, they
slugging it
made
down.
this drink for me. It's called the John Michael, and it's a cranberry soda. And I believe Ted Welty has one. It's called the Ted Welty, and that's pineapple juice and soda water with a little bit of tonic. So, yeah.
Is there an Otis?
Should be
An
one.
Otis drink?
No Otis drink. I'll just order a John Michael usually when I'm at the Sandbar. Except for I don't get the big cup. He gets the big cup. I think they got one cup that's got his name on it, and they keep it aside for him. And it's twice the size of a normal glass.
Okay, then. So you have gone through some very interesting times. Is there like one memory that you carry through everything that is relatable?
my highest point in playing music, and the most unforgettable time was when I was playing in a band called Touch, and we played at Chrissy Fields for the 4th of July, and we actually the lady that ran that band, she was amazing. She knew people, and we had the saxophone player that used to play with Frank Zappa, and I had to take a panoramic picture. I had to do like 4 or 5 shots to get everybody. But when we played there in front of all those people, and Chris Kane actually opened for us, and that was I mean, I remember seeing the ladies in the band coming off, and they were crying because it was so outrageous. And then while the fireworks were going, the band played the Star Spangled Banner, and we had a military orchestra back us up while we were doing it.
Oh, wow.
So that was probably the most exciting thing I can remember doing.
Yeah. How about you, Sean?
Well, I forgot to mention another musician, Patrick Golden, who plays in my Celtic rock group called Bog Iron. We also do The Bog, and there's another group called Paddy's Murphy. My times have been like, I used to sing the national anthem down at the Big Sur Marathon at 6:30 in the morning, and in front of 11,000 people. When you hear that roar, there was I played in front of 10,000 people at Marriott's when I opened up for Berlin, and I opened up for the Fix at UC Davis. And it's nice to be in front of a large crowd of people, and you hear that roar.
The feedback must be amazing.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the Big Sur Marathon one year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was a blast, because
Did
you do have
Did you sing it?
musicians.
Did you sing anything? Did you sing the national anthem?
No, I did the marathon.
Oh, you ran it?
Yeah.
He wasn't watching.
I don't know. I mean, I used to run. I've had knee problems in the last few years, but I never got up. I got up to 10 miles, but like 26 and a half.
Well, it's just practicing. But it was so fun because of the musicians. You had somebody out there playing the piano, and you had all this. Yeah. I mean, it was just really fun.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're driving back in the caravan and you're listening to all the people that are playing there. Yeah, it's Jonathan Lee. I used to be when I was taking some classes at Monterey Peninsula College, and he used to play that for like 17 years. He played the piano out there. I think they have Michael Martinez out there now. And I think there's a bunch of musicians down there that I know that play along that course. And but you're like really early in the morning.
It is.
6 o'clock. Whoa.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to wake the voice up at like 6, and now, ladies and gentlemen, color guard, John Michael. And it's, 6:30 in the morning, and you're going, and the first year I nailed it, and the second year I went to go, and I hit this. It's a big cold gust of wind hit the back of my throat.
Oh, no.
You cannot. That song is so tough to sing. Yeah. But didn't do a good job on the second year, and then they put me at the 25-mile thing. I think there's I forget what park that is, but it did that for about 9 years.
You're only as good as your last mistake.
That's right. You are.
That runs through everything.
But oh my God.
Yeah, you just have to be further down so that it's like 9 o'clock in the morning when you're singing.
Oh yeah, I have to warm up my voice to sing that song because of the range of that song. Oh, and then you're going, I hope I remember all the words. I remember Christina Aguilera sang that, and she forgot some words, and people just had a conniption fit.
Yeah.
And it's
if you're going to sing the song, you better know the words.
You better know the words of that song because there are people that, oh boy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So what would be your advice? We're going to have to close in a couple of minutes, but what would be your advice to the young coming up today for getting into music?
Young musician and what to look out for.
Well, I would,
words of wisdom.
I would say don't look, keep your eyes focused on being passionate about what you play and being passionate about the songs you choose and being passionate about what you write, and don't necessarily look at it as a way to feed your own ego.
Good advice.
Yeah, I'd say have fun. Don't talk negative about the other musicians or negative about people.
Yeah.
Be really positive
Yeah.
because it'll hurt you.
Yeah.
I've done that where I just have to learn that. You don't say anything. And that's the thing about youth. It's wasted on the youth. But
That's
It's on the
true.
young,
don't say anything about anybody. Be really positive. Just come from the heart.
Well, fair enough, and that's good
Nice.
advice for life.
It is. That's good advice for anybody.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
Yes, don't be dogging your fellow human beings. Don't say terrible things about them.
Yeah, life is tough for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it is tough.
So keep it positive, keep it happy, and be kind.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
being kind is big.
Be kind, Donald.
Yes.
Shh. We're not political. Anyway, ladies, thanks for having us. We sure
Well,
appreciate
thanks
it.
for arriving, and it's absolutely fabulous to have you here.
Yeah, it's been so fun to talk to
Yeah.
guys who are actually doing it. 'Cause there's a lot of misconceptions about the business, I think.
On the local level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
really fun.
Have a good day.
And thanks to you, our listeners, for joining us and listening to our podcast. We appreciate you. Until then, it's Denise
And Susan,
signing off.
Ciao,
Ciao, ciao, ciao.